before I go any further, I had a meeting tonight with 4K. 4K and I met today. We sat across the table. We met for 4 hours. And 4K brought me this as a gift. If you want to see it, here it is. I told him that I'm going to blow it up. This is the hat 4K gave me. You guys see it? He made hats. Those puppets really think I'm stupid and think I'm going to debate him. I told him today, and in fact, sitting across the table from 4K. And 4K is a total homosexual because he tried to grope me. Now, 4K's handler is not gay, straight as an arrow, but that puppet is a menace. And I had to deal with it for 4 hours today. And I even had to take Big Lou with me. I had to take Big Lou with me just in case things got out of hand, so I don't have to, I wanted to blow that puppet up. I really did. But this is what he gave me. He goes, here, wear this. I said, I can't wear that. It says, make America green again. And it's got 4K and 2K on it. He gave me hats for everybody in my family. So I just thought I'd put that out there. And one thing I talked about with 4K, I said, I don't know. Most people think this is a work, or I'm just not for real. But he says, I know it's for real because you really filed and you can't play with something like that. And he's 100% right. I officially filed in July of last year. Now my work is getting on the ballot, that's what I'm working on. That's my next plea. And I'm finding the one thing that make president candidates stand out. So, the three branches of government: executive, judicial, and legislature. You understand? There's your answer. Okay. And I'm gonna tell you why, what I learned my technique is. Let's all face it. Everybody thinks I'm not really the brightest guy in the room. And I don't do well in classrooms. So I have a part-time campaign manager that is a former. He worked on the Obama administration when he was running, and he doesn't want his name out there because he's not my full-time campaign manager. But he says, I know you pretty well. He says, and your style of learning is, you got to take what's your best asset. What do you know about everything? He goes, baseball. So make everything into a baseball diamond and learn everything. So he said, let's make the executive part, they're the players. The judicial part, that's the umpire, the legislator, that'll be the owners. And just put that in your mind and do it in baseball. And it all came. He's right. So I think of everything now as a baseball game. That's what I do. So there's your answer for that. The First Amendment, I would never mess with that. But it needs to be revised. Most of the amendments need to be revised. They have to today's times. So I don't think that it's being not normal to do that. And I will do my best to make sure that it's rewritten into today's times, which means I'm calling to a lot of people that use that First Amendment right and think they can get away with everything. We need to change that. We need to specify what could get away, because it's out of control. And people go to that really quick, and it's a wonderful thing. I love this country, but it needs to be revised. And I'm telling you, that's my opinion. It's going to be a hard fight, but I think something written 250 years ago might need to be looked at to be rewritten. I don't think I'm out of line for saying that. I really don't. And there's a lot of amendments that need to be adjusted. I'm not saying about never doing away with it because it's a great right for the American people, but I think it needs to be revised. And I think some people that are reserved and some people that are understanding and some people that think things through thoroughly will agree. He's right. It does need to be some changes in there, and that's what I'm one of the things I will try to do. Everybody has a path, and I believe that my end path is this right here. This is my calling, to run for president, because I feel that I'm the chosen one, because I'm going to give the honest fight that this needs to put this back to right. This way, our great forefathers that are in their resting tombs, they can say, now the country's the way we predicted it to be, and that's my goal. They say, does President Trump deserve to be on Mount Rushmore? That's the big thing that's going around. I said no. At one point, I might have said yes. But after 2028, when I'm elected, and I start the office in January 2029, and I go for my second term in 2032, right? 29 to 30 to 31 is 2. 31, yeah, 32, you'll start for the second term. And I get that, and I do everything that I say that's going to happen, and I do this right by this country, and I get everything back the way it was. I think my picture should be on Rushmore. I'll be the next president that should be on there. I should be on the $100 bill as well. They'll change me to that too. Hey, just give me a minute. I want to show you something. So as I stated, I started to file for my clemency in the state of Florida, and basically to get a full pardon to get my rights back in the state of Florida. So part of the clemency board, I had to go get official documents. I'll have to take my green screen off. And give me a minute here, because we're in no rush, are we? Because I hope people are starting to take me more serious. And I'm telling you right now, before all you, I was a piece of shit. What I don't understand is you come after me, and especially a lot of the other shows, but they do the same thing and worse than what I do. But nobody calls them out on that. And that's what I don't get. But here's the thing. I can't worry about that no more. I can't. I can't worry about how you feel, how they feel. I just can't. I've got a campaign to run. I've got to get people on board to work with me. Again, I told you people, if you want to give me any money, I would appreciate you sending the money here. So it goes into the official campaign bank. Every dollar counts so I can get to the next level. So I'm telling you, if you're going to send me a super chat or a super chat, send it to this. This way it goes in the fund, and I could call the bank when I need to buy stuff I need. Okay, you got me. I'm a convicted liar. The reason they do it because they think they're untouchable in their country and that we can't do nothing to them. Think again. The more power and more political context I make, I'm going to be able to call the government. I'm just going to drop them what these two guys, this is what they go by, and let them be under investigation. Let them crawl up their ass with a microscope. And I'm going to imagine some countries are tough. And maybe I might get lucky and maybe they'll get in trouble. And I hope they do, because they deserve it, because they're menace to society. They are. We give a lot of freedom. The states are free to make their own laws, their own rules, their own regulations. That's the American way. But on the federal laws, we have to enforce them better. And we have to get them to be in agreement with us. It's all got to be one team getting together, not separate states. When I got time, I'm gonna slam them for the lies they do against me. Because I'm tired of this. I'm tired of the disrespect when I don't do nothing wrong to you people. I'm tired of the character they think they're going to make me. That stops. I'm not nobody's locale. I'm not nobody's bitch. I'm not the Dabble versus anything. I'm Joseph Samuel Catalano, and I'm running for president of the United States. What are you doing today? Like I told 4K, I love what they're doing. I think it's wonderful. Him and 2K are my friends. But I won't debate you guys. I can't. Because people will not take me serious. He understands that. He goes, will you take a hat? I go, I'll take the hat. I go, I'll wear it. He goes, I don't wear it. You can't. He goes, I don't want you to wear it when you. I said, why not? Why not? I know you're not really running. I think it's hilarious what you're doing. Keep up the good work. I love it. Because he's a friend of mine. And this is the fourth time he came to Tampa and he called me and visited me. And 2K, if you're out there, brother, I am not upset with you at all. I think it's hilarious. I've always said you were talented. And I want you to know I can never get mad at my friends. So don't think that I am. I'm not. I'm laughing with you, not at you. But it's all the foreigners that say I'm not accountable. And, but they could have their opinion, First Amendment. They don't even qualify for the First Amendment in the United States, the people in other countries. So why should I care what they think? I'm going to write the hardest. I'm going to make sure it passes. Trolling laws are going to go in effect really big, and AI laws are going to be very big. They're going to be taxed up the ass because they deserve it. And the trolls, enjoy your time, because when I become president, it's going to be bad for you. And you will be put in prison. So think I'm nuts. But when you send pictures saying you want someone to finish the job, here's the weapon we want to send her, you're soliciting murder. I don't care what you think you did. So you keep saying what you're saying on Twitter, and I'll keep documenting, keep sending it to the police. And when they catch up with you, you're going to get arrested. And I'm going to prosecute you to the fullest limit. And I'm going to laugh in your face. When I walk into court in my suit, in my Armani suit, I'm going to laugh at you. You ain't smarter. You're dumb. I know the law. You don't. I was a criminal. Maybe you weren't. I know it better than most people. I know how the system works, and I know how the judicial system is fucking corrupt. And I know how they hurt a lot of people that made a mistake. But criminals deserve to go to prison. I agree with that 100%. You hurt the government, you should go to jail. We did. We work how we did. We went to jail. You got me. I'm a convicted liar. You got me. Joseph Samuel Catalano's a convicted liar. And what's the next move? What's the next move, Rochi? You're still going to put this 247, still say I'm a woman beater? You're going to tell more lies? They think by doing all this, they're going to hurt me be running for president. You're not done nothing. I don't have time to play child games. And my wife said, get rid of the hate. They're going to keep doing what you do. Lou said, get rid of the hate. You're never going to change them to like you. He's right. They're both right. Focus on your campaign. Lou told 4K today, because he thought I didn't have a place. He thought me and Christina he was worried. I said, well, I got a new house already. You do? Lou said, he does. And I was there when they paid. They paid everything. And he doesn't owe the man any money. But I do say this. You looked really good in that tracksuit. You looked really good. My advice to you is you should buy more of them and wear them because you look pretty good. And you know when I said that tonight, nobody said, that's exactly what he said. He's going to go out and buy more. Did he like the way you look at him? Of course, you're a fat, oversized, fat pug, and they make you look good. You look good, except for the hairpiece. Get rid of it. And you do a pretty good Joey Pesci impression. But you looked really good in those tracksuits. They didn't make you look so fat. So my suggestion is I get one for every day of the week. They're classy and they're good and they're comfortable. You drive a truck all day, you might as well be comfortable. So I recommend you to get a whole wardrobe of them because you look good. I'm complimenting you. But you're never going to beat me. You've not won one thing with me the last 3 years. He tells me you can't come on my chat and then ban me. Because every time I hear something you say, I'm going to trash you and trash your people. You don't like it, ban me. Ban me. It's that simple. But you have no right to tell me I can't, my First Amendment right, and you can. Wrong. I will terrorize your chat room every time I get a chance to. I agree with most of your assessment with John, but he's still a human being, and he has taken a lot of shit. And harassing his 80-something-year-old mother is, you're fools. You guys are beneath being lower than me. If you got to harass an 87-year-old woman to almost die, you got problems. But that's all going to stop when I get in. We're going to change those laws, and if you get caught doing them, I don't care who gave you. I don't care if John gave you the phone number. You're going to go to jail. I'm going to make sure that there's a law written how people control. It has to be done because I write horrible and I don't make sense. I accept that. I'm illiterate when it comes to that. Does that make me, because I'm illiterate, I can't be president? If I fight for what I believe in, for what the American people believe in, I get it done, does that make me a bad person because I can't write? Or if I'm not wearing a suit the day I'm up there doing the fight? Because if you're vain if you do that. If you believe that, you're just vain and ignorant. There's a lot of bad people in the internet. The internet is an evil place. It's really the devil's work, all of it. But the Dabbleverse has got it topped by 300% of being the worst of the worst. I'm not prejudiced against blacks, so that thing with Big Black was all an act. But I do believe that he wishes he was white. I'm sorry I said that. My campaign is real as any other president candidate running. Just as real as President Bush when he ran. President Clinton, President Trump, President Obama. The same way they listed and ran, I'm the same real person trying to get the same seat that they had. I'm not polished. I'm not educated. I'm not rich. Send donations to the bottom of there. Do what I can do, hope to get in office, make the country the best I can, retire, live whatever life I got left. When I die, I'll have a big funeral. I'll be all over national TV. I'll be laid to rest at Arlington Cemetery. And I hope you guys remember me as a guy that was a great president. And Mount Rushmore, did you push for me to be up there? Am I a piece of shit? I was. Did I do a lot of drugs? I did a lot of drugs. Did I enjoy it? I sure did. Did I write bad checks? A ton of them. I only got caught for 4 of them, but I wrote a lot more than that. Soon, John's going to pass away. And then what happens to the Dabbleverse? What's going to be next? It ain't going to be me, because I'm going to be the president of the United States, and they won't dare to come after me, do anything like that when I become the president. I promise you that. We became to a mutual respect for 4K. I already had mutual respect for his handler. He's a great guy, his handler. But 4K, we know he's a gay puppet. He told me tonight, the puppet told me himself he's gay. Not the human being that runs him, the person, the puppet is gay. And he says, you probably want to kill 4K. I said, yeah, I might want. He goes, well, if that's what you want to do, I'll be waiting. Okay, well, maybe I'll blow 4K up. Maybe, I don't know. Maybe that's what I got to do. You've helped too. You've sent me stuff. Please send it. Please send everybody. Send $5, $2, $3. Please send it to the fund. The money will be spent right. I will not spend it. I can't. Get on board. I need you. Believe in something for once. See how well I handled myself tonight. I'm only going to get better. I spoke nothing but the truth, what this country is broken from. I found what's broken. Now I'm going to do something about it. I love you guys. Good night. Good night.